is Algebra 1 and Mrs. Belyakov talking on this side. Today's lesson is lesson 92, Simplifying Complex Fractions. According to the new concepts in your book, a complex fraction is a fraction that contains one or more fractions in the numerator or denominator. Let's see how it looks. Example number one, example hashtag, that was a hashtag. Example A says, simplify. We have A divided by B and all of that divided by C divided by D. If you notice, you have a fraction on the top and a fraction in the denominator, right? That's what we call a complex fraction. Now, the procedure is as follows. The first fraction, I'm going to write it normally. And the second fraction, I'm going to perform a reciprocal. So A over B equals A over B. Then times the second one in reciprocal. The reciprocal of C over D is D over C. And now that we have two fractions multiplying, we can multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. A times D, AD over B times C, BC. Since we don't have any factor in common, we don't have to simplify any further because it's not possible. So that's it. Let's see example number 1. It says A over X and in the denominator B over A plus X. So the first one, we're going to write it normal. So A over X and then times the second one in reciprocal. A plus X times B. Since we cannot cancel, for example, we cannot cancel A with B or this X with this X because here we have an addition sign. For me to simplify that, all I'm going to do is multiply. For example, this variable is multiplying these two. A times A squared, A times X, AX. All of that over X times B, XB. Since we cannot simplify any further, then that's our answer. Remember, in order for me to cancel these x's, for example, I must have a multiplication symbol here. And we have an addition instead. Let's continue with example 2. First one, normal. AB over C times the second one in reciprocal. The reciprocal of X over BC is BC over X. Now everybody is being multiplied. So that means I can simplify something. For example, I can simplify this C with this C, right? And now we have AB times B equals AB squared. Since we cancel the C in the denominator, all we have left now is X. And that's it. And now for the last example, let's see. The first one comes exactly as it is. 3x over 6x plus 12 times the second one in reciprocal. So x plus 2, all of that over 9. So I can see that I can factor these two. Let's factor them to see if I can cancel it with this binomial. 3x, all of that over. Greatest common factor between 6 and 12, 6. 6x divided by 6, x. 12 divided by 6, 2. Times x plus 2 over 9. And now I can see that I can cancel this with this parenthesis. the 9 with the 3 or 3 with 6. It would be the same. So let's cancel. Parenthesis with parenthesis. Let's cancel these two. Divided by 3, 1. Divided by 3, 2. What do we have on the top? 1 times x. And what do we have in the denominator? 2 times 9, 18. Since we cannot simplify any further, then that's it. And before we finish, I wanted to share something with you. Thank God, or thanks God because understanding Him is not as complex as this lesson. See you next time, guys.